This is episode 33 of Deep in Some Thoughts, and today we're going to talk about aliens. Let's go. Thanks for tuning in to Deep in Some Thoughts, and the first thing that's on my mind today is... I just picked my nose on the fucking camera. I was digging for gold on the fucking camera. My actual first thing that's on my mind today is that my fucking Apple Pen is on the floor. Chris, could you not do that, dude?
Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust my mic over here. Is it loud?
It's loud in the
I
headphone.
don't hear it.
Anyways, my Apple Pen is on the floor. Oh, sweet.
Got it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks. My Apple Pen is on the floor, and don't know why it's on the floor, but I feel like it's been there for a couple of weeks. It's underneath the desk.
I have not seen it this entire time.
Dude, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be on the desk, and it just fucking fell on the floor.
It does appear that way.
So I went to a Diamondbacks game yesterday, and I gotta say, I had a blast. I love baseball. I missed baseball. But the first thing that I noticed, dude, is that COVID don't exist in Phoenix, dude.
I was just gonna ask you, how was that with
Dude.
COVID?
Okay, the Diamondbacks, a well-established organization,
Mm-hmm.
had less COVID security guidelines than the fucking movie theater, dude.
Was it mask required?
I thought so.
Oh,
I mean, I'm pretty sure on the website it said mask
Okay.
required when I bought my tickets. But I get there, and me and Inter Maria are wearing masks. We get in, we check in, whatever. I noticed the guy in front of me didn't have a mask. I'm like, all right, he's just a fucking dickhead.
or
Dickhead.
the
or
vax.
Whatever.
thing.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. We get inside, and I realize that nobody is fucking wearing a mask. Nobody.
Okay.
The only people wearing a mask were the people that worked there.
Okay.
And even the people that worked there weren't enforcing the masks. So I was really confused on what the rules were. So anyways, whatever. They don't have masks on, whatever. So then we get to our seats. And do you think that we were sitting next to people?
Based off the tone of your voice, Juan, you were sitting next to
Yes,
people.
we were sitting shoulder to shoulder with other people.
Was it packed?
It was pretty packed.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't like full capacity, but it was like, because we sat pretty close to the field.
Mm-hmm.
And we get there, and somebody is sitting next to me, and I'm like, oh, we're going to scoot over at least one seat, right? It's not our seat, but we scoot over one seat because it was open. And not even 5 minutes later, somebody's walking up. I was like, oh, is this 9 and 10? Is this 9 and 10? And we're like, oh, no, we got to scoot over. Anyways, yeah, we scoot over, and the whole row was literally a full row of people. And there were people in front of us, people behind us.
I think just people miss doing something.
I agree. But, like,
What COVID?
I like your rooster.
Oh. It's a nice cock, Juan.
But, yeah, it's like COVID doesn't fucking exist anymore. You know what I mean?
Nope.
So yeah, I did that. That was a lot of fun. D-backs lost, of course, and I was very disappointed.
Juan, can I ask why you like the team that never really wins?
because I like picking my nose on the camera.
Looks pleasant.
Actually, you know what? I'm not picking my nose. I've had this scab of a pimple for the last like 2 weeks, and
Your finger's in your nose.
and so every time I would touch it, it would hurt so bad.
Mm-hmm.
So now every chance I have to touch it,
No.
now that it doesn't hurt,
Oh.
I touch it.
That's gross.
You know what I mean?
Pop it.
I think it's gone. I think it's just a scab.
Oh, this is very pleasant to the viewers.
Hello, YouTube.
Yeah.
Welcome to my nose picking channel.
Like and subscribe if you're not already.
Yes, like, subscribe,
Which
review.
you're not.
Yeah. Fucking subscribe, dude.
Subscribe.
What are you waiting for?
Don't wait.
What are you waiting for, dude?
Stop waiting.
Subscribe.
Do it now.
What do you need? You need an invitation? Here's your fucking invitation.
I'll give you an invite.
Subscribe, dude.
Subscribe.
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 Anyways, I like the team that doesn't win because they're my team.
Arizona, right?
They've been my team.
Yeah.
Arizona.
That's good.
They've been my team. And no matter how good or bad they do, you have to support your team.
I'm glad to hear that.
And I don't follow any sports other than baseball.
That's me with hockey.
So I gotta have my team.
Yep. I like the Coyotes. They freaking suck.
And not even that long ago, we were looking up. We were doing good. We were fucking NL West champions in 2017. Or not 2017.
I don't know what NOS even means.
NL West is like, it's a lot. It's a lot to explain.
Okay. Baseball.
We made it to the fucking playoffs in 2017. Like, we were actually doing good. And then 2018, we decided to trade all our fucking good players. And 2019, we traded more good players. And 2020, we traded more good players. And they fucking...
Ooh. That's a wet one.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they think they're saving money, but they like to spend a lot of money on one good player and then trade their other good players for like 3 rookies. You know what I'm saying?
Ugh.
So that's kind of a deal. We're not going to get too much into it because you won't be able to
I will not.
comprehend
No, I'm not going to lie.
what I'm saying.
No, I don't know. It's a bunch of dudes that catch balls.
No. Do you want to know what really grinds my gears?
What
dude?
really grinds your gears, Juan?
I hate when people think that I'm good at math, dude. I've had multiple people ask me a math question within the last couple of weeks, expecting me to know the answer. And one of them legitimately said, what's blah, 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 blah. You're good at math. Literally said, you're good at math. What's this? And I'm like, where did you get the idea that I am good at math?
That was my question. What gave them the assumption
I
you're
don't
good
know,
at math?
but a lot of people think that I'm good at math. Y'all think I'm good at math? Or it's like, what's 20% of $190 some dollars? Dude, I don't even know how to look that up on a fucking calculator, dude.
20% of a number?
I don't know.
Times 0.20.
Times?
Yeah.
Times.
Yeah.
20%.
So if I wanted, if a pair of pants was $100,
Mm-hmm.
I would put in my calculator 100 times 0.20. That'll give you 20% of 100, and then you take that number minus 100.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So
And Chris knew that.
Times 0.20 is $20.
So Chris knows 20% of $100.
I didn't know it was $20. I gave myself simple math.
But I don't know math. I'm not good at math. Dude, you asked me a math question, I'm still pulling out my fingers and piggies, dude.
100%.
You know what I mean? If I got to count past 20, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Fingers and piggies.
Do you wiggle them in your shoes?
Yeah, dude, I am
boy.
not good at math.
boy.
You know? Anyways, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have always thought that I was good at math. But just recently, this past week or so, people have been asking me a lot of math questions. And I'm like, I don't know.
You are really good with money.
I am good with money.
Responsible with your money.
I'm responsible with money.
Maybe that's why.
Does that mean that I can, off the top of my head, tell you what 57,000 divided by 4 is?
I feel like you balance your checkbook.
What? You know what? I do balance a checkbook.
You have a checkbook?
I don't have a checkbook, but I balance my checkbook
Okay.
on an old notepad.
Oh,
that
yeah.
You gave me
Yeah, I've seen it.
6 years ago.
Yeah. It's
I've
impressive.
had the same fucking
impressive.
notebook. I actually just finished it, so that's gone. It's gone now.
Now you're going to use Quicken.
You know what, dude? I've been not a sponsor. I've been trying to use a planner, and it's not working, dude.
I can't do it.
Like, I gotta have the sloppiness because I know what's going on the fucking page. So I got like my pay period 1, pay period 2.
Yeah.
Right. Flip the page. Same thing.
So you can't do the digital. You have to write things.
Dude.
See,
I gotta
Emily's
write.
that way.
I gotta write shit down.
Yeah.
If I could pay shit in cash, I would do it.
Yeah.
I'm so old school, dude. I can't order shit online. I'm so terrible at this shit. But I'm good at it when I'm like, boom, boom, boom. And then I'm like, okay, I gotta pay this, gotta pay this, gotta pay this. And then I'm like, okay, next payday on this fucking side, gotta pay this, gotta pay this next payday. And then at the bottom, it's next payday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I tried using a planner, a legit planner that I could write in, and I can't do it. I can't do it because I'm going to tell you something right now, dude. I don't know when my bills are due.
Oh. Okay.
Like, I do, but I don't.
I can tell you one of them.
Well, on the 1st.
All the way to the 15th is your mortgage.
Thank you, dude.
Thanks,
So,
real estate.
I pay everything as soon as I get paid. So, like, the first paycheck,
Okay.
I got, like, mortgage, credit card, and car insurance.
Mm-hmm. And then the end of the next check is
Mm-hmm.
gas, electric, water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus everything else.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know when the bills are actually due. I just pay them on the 15th or whatever the fuck that paycheck is. You know what I'm saying?
Sense.
So
But you're not behind.
I'm never behind.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm in so much debt, but my credit score is out the fucking roof. You know what I mean? I never miss.
It's good
fucking
debt.
payment.
It's not bad debt, though.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
There is
Anyways.
such a thing.
Well, that was my week. I'm counting on my fingers and piggies.
Yeah.
Fingies and piggies.
Fingies and pickies.
I got one hand on my chalky and the other hand on my clocky. Dude.
Not a sponsor.
So, Chris,
So, Juan.
today we wanted to talk about aliens.
Yes.
Aliens hold a place near and dear deep in my heart.
No, I know they do.
And the reason why I chose today to talk about aliens is because today, a couple days ago, we were supposed to get on June 1st, we were supposed to get, how would you say, like confirmation on what the government actually knows about fucking aliens. Now, I don't know who these officials were supposed to give this information to, but they said, oh, June 1st, we're going to know everything the government knows about aliens. Keep your eyes peeled. June 1st, we're going to find this out. We're going to find that out. Blah, 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 blah. And you know what I did, dude? I kept my eyes peeled. And you know what else I did, dude? June 1st, I was refreshing the Google page, dude. And you know what didn't fucking happen, dude?
The aliens.
We didn't get our alien / UFO confirmation about what the government knows about spacecrafts. So, bro, that's literally the Google attachment that I fucking sent you, dude. Literally. Look at that UFO. That is so photoshopped. So people have been talking about UFO sightings and aircraft pilots have been coming out and talking about these sightings of UFOs. And so I don't know when or where the idea that they were going to be releasing this information to us.
I found it.
Okay, the legislation.
Yeah, right here.
The one that I started reading?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, the legislation President Trump signed on December 27th said intelligence officials should submit their report within 180 days, which will fall in late June. But as the Washington Post reported, it may not arrive on time. So late June.
Yeah, so this is kind of confirming why we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, so why were people saying June 1st?
I don't know.
It kind of makes me mad. What do skeptics say about the Pentagon's UFO report? Science writer Mick West is generally considered the leading voice of the group, asserting the UFOs spotted by the military are likely technology we already understand. In appearance on CNN last week, he summarized his argument.
No. See, I don't believe that.
I don't believe it either.
I 100, and I know you're with me on this. We totally agree and think that aliens exist.
Yes.
Do I think they're the alien, like the green freaking slimy looking dude?
No. I mean, they could literally be fucking flea sized.
They could be a single cell
organism.
Yeah, whatever they're called.
Imagine, dude, a fucking giant UFO pulling up to this bitch, and there's a little tiny flea. That UFO is holding a whole society.
Yeah. Like an entire planet worth of people.
Of flea-sized aliens.
Yeah.
And then they come here and they
Oh, they bounce.
and then a big fucking sign comes out of the UFO. And it's like they're like typing shit or something. And it's like. And then after years, and we're like, yes, you may stay. Right? After years, they fucking adapt and persevere. And they become human-sized, flea-looking aliens. And they take our brains and eat them.
Oh, okay.
Like zombies.
I mean, this kind of leads me to where I was going with this episode.
And they anally probe us.
Oh, anally?
And they anally probe us.
No, this does take me where I wanted to go with the episode. So, okay, cool. We were supposed to see some shit June 1st.
Right.
We didn't.
Right.
Possibly late June now.
Right.
What does Juan think an alien is? I mean, we got the fleas. Is that kind of what you think? Or what do you... What were you expecting to see? That's the better question. What were you expecting to see come from this report June 1st?
I'm not expecting to see aliens.
Okay.
I'm expecting to see... Because we had the whole deal last year about the fucking UFOs flying by the
100%.
moon, by the moon. So,
which we covered.
I want to see more about the UFOs.
Okay.
Okay. Is what I'm expecting. I'm wanting to see I don't believe that our technology is not as good as they say it is to see a fucking blurred image of a UFO.
I almost think the opposite. I think that our technology is way better than we think it is, and we're being told that it's not.
That's what I literally just said.
Oh. Wait.
That's what I said, but you reworded what I just said.
Oh. That.
Unless I'm totally just fucking out of my fucking mind right now. But
Aliens.
I'm thinking that our technology is way better than they say it is.
Yes.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, absolutely.
So there's no way, for one, that we have not seen clear fucking 1080p at least image of a UFO.
100%.
If we can get 1080p or even 4K video in Mars.
That's yes. Or the Hubble telescope, which can see into fucking who knows how far away.
Jupiter or Saturn or fucking taking images of Saturn.
Yeah. Like the
Clear as
rings
day. Yeah.
up close.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell we can't see some shit.
Right.
I agree with you.
So that is one thing that I'm looking forward to. Two is if we've been visited, which there's been a lot of fakes out there, but there's been a lot of very reliable sources saying that they've seen aircraft here. Maybe it's possible that they have one.
Okay. Who's they?
The government, whoever fucking owns Area 51 or whatever the fuck's going on over there.
Well, I mean, there's another whole episode.
Well,
Is
yeah.
Area 51
Well,
real?
Area 51, they had that guy, what was his name? Bob Lazar?
Yep.
Who was
Kind of a whistleblower.
whistleblowing on what was going on inside and talking about the UFOs that they have.
Yeah. But let's remember, like, some people kind of go crazy with this. Like, UFO is just unidentified flying
A UFO
object.
can be anything.
Correct.
But when you see a UFO taking the flight patterns of what has been described in the past, there's no way that any of our aircrafts could do any of that stuff. And if we got fucking U.S. Air Force and Navy pilots saying that I've never seen anything like this fly like that, then, you know, of all people, they should be the ones who have seen shit like that.
Okay.
If we do have shit like that.
What if it's not alien at all? What if it's just us testing equipment for future shit?
Well, then the you would think the pilots should be informed.
What if, I mean,
If they're
what
flying,
if they're not?
if they're flying, and okay, you're gonna tell me that we're gonna test this shit.
What if it's an F-16 cockpit and the guy is an F-16 pilot and he just knows how to fly it because he's flown F-16s for years and years and years. And they're like, yeah, it's pretty much an F-16. It just looks different. Right?
Did you see the thing about the Tic Tac shaped ship
Uh-huh.
that is able to move not only forward and backwards but right to left, and it was able to take off at speeds that nobody has ever seen
Yes.
ever. So we legitimately had a what was it, a Navy pilot or an Air Force pilot? It was one of those two. We had a pilot who was doing their daily fucking thing, see this Tic Tac, and when they were coming up on it took off.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying is if we are testing aircraft like that, these people who they should know they're going to be in the sky at this time, at this place.
I don't know if they tell him. I really don't. I see where you're at, but like, if I'm Navy and you're Navy and you're on an aircraft carrier and you're taking off, Air Force, whatever, Air Force probably. But if you're taking off and you're flying, you're doing your drills, you're doing whatever, and I'm in that area, you're thinking that you should know that I'm in that area? Like if I'm doing some experimental test or something, do you think you would actually know that I'm there?
Well, I don't know how the military works.
I don't either, but I feel like they're not going to tell you every single bit of information.
But I feel like if you're going to be in the sky, you're going to see this UFO.
But there's sonar.
But these
like,
guys
there's,
are coming out and saying, "Oh yes, it was a UFO. We do not own anything like that."
Yeah.
Essentially, hyping up the fact that it is
Hyping up.
an alien or a UFO or an unidentified flying object.
Or is it just hype? This
Who
is the
knows?
scare. Yeah.
That's the scary part
Yeah.
too. This whole June 1st thing?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I was hyped to see it.
Yeah.
Now I gotta wait till the end of June? I want to see some hard fucking footage of a UFO. Whether it's alien or not. If you want to say, hey, you know what? This is a new Air Force aircraft. And this is what we're going to be taking out to war from now on. Sick. Let me see it.
Yeah.
You know? If you want to bring out some high-tech shit, let me see it.
I think we're smart enough to know that the military or private companies are always working on something bigger and better.
Right.
You know, something to help our military in some way.
I mean, can we just teleport now?
Well, I mean, we might. Shit.
I would like to teleport now.
I feel like that might already be in the works.
I don't want to drive.
No, I didn't.
Ever.
I agree.
I want to teleport.
I don't want to fly. I hate flying. I'd love to be able to, like, oh, you have to be at this event. And I'm like, cool, I'm there.
I would fly if they, like, issued us, like, jetpacks and shit.
Oh, you fly yourself?
I would fly.
Sounds dangerous.
All right, honey. Click, 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 click. Fucking helmet. Going to work. See you
Looking
later.
like Daft Punk.
Yeah. You fucking put on one of those, the fighter pilot.
Yeah.
masks.
No, I was thinking like full on custom. Like you look like a Destiny character, Daft Punk or something, and you can customize your character.
Dude, I'm ready. I'm also ready for an exoskeleton, dude.
I figured.
Can I just have that, please?
Yeah.
Sign me up. Right here, government, if you're listening.
Well, on the idea of UFOs and stuff, we kind of went down a rabbit hole, me and you, recently about conspiracies surrounded by aliens and UFOs.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, and I think I brought this up to you before.
Yep.
Because we've talked about doing this kind of episode before.
Yep.
The Black Knight satellite.
Okay.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I told you about it, but I can't remember. But it is a conspiracy theory based around a spacecraft of quote unquote extraterrestrial origin.
Mm-hmm.
And is near polar orbit of the Earth, and NASA is covering up its existence and origin.
Okay. So the conspiracy theory combines several unrelated stories into one narrative.
Yes.
All right.
So this one is the picture.
Okay.
So
Now,
not giving you any further context.
uh-huh.
That's the picture.
Is it so? This photo was taken in 1998.
1998. NASA says space debris,
Uh-huh.
an object believed by some conspiracy theorists to be an extraterrestrial satellite, the Black Knight.
A satellite,
Yes.
and it's still there.
Apparently. It's just in our continuous orbit.
I don't think it would be a satellite.
What does it look like to you?
It looks like debris, like you said. It could be part of a aircraft, maybe one of our old aircrafts.
Okay.
Let's see more pictures.
Yeah, these are some. So there's some renderings in here. Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is not. This is the original image.
Yeah.
Okay. This is someone that said it's likely to be.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of an interesting topic, but my favorite one. Let me see. Is this wonderful creature right here?
Whoa.
Yeah. So
New NASA satellite to boost.
I'll go to this. Wow. I don't want to. No, stop it. Okay. So according, yeah.
Okay.
This is an image of a, quote, satellite that NASA has to boost communication in the world. It does look similar,
Okay.
but I don't know.
When is this supposed to launch?
Oh, I think this is already there, dude.
Oh, it's already up there.
Yeah, oh yeah. This was 2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we got the black satellite in our atmosphere in 1998.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2013, they create a satellite
Yep.
that looks extremely similar.
It does. Like, pictures look pretty close.
And it's supposed to do what?
Boost satellite signal. So, or
Communications.
communication network. So, used to track satellites and spacecraft orbiting the Earth. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So do you think that somehow this, or they sent someone, or it came down, not something, but like that satellite came down and they dissected it?
No.
So what do you think?
So I looked at this. I think it is just space debris.
Well,
Okay,
it honestly
but
looks just
It does.
doesn't look like anything.
It doesn't. I mean, cool. It kind of looks like this satellite, but
But if you look at our satellites, now here's the thing. We have a satellite, and it's clearly a fucking satellite. It's our...
well, there's lots of satellites,
Right.
orbiting the Earth.
Or the fucking...
ISS, International Space Station.
International
Yeah,
Space
yeah,
Station. You can tell that it is something.
Absolutely, you can see it from the Earth, like at night.
Now, even if the fucking extraterrestrial satellite was extremely advanced, I really don't think that it'll just be a black blotch
No,
orbiting our atmosphere.
no.
Now,
So-
what is the space debris? Don't know. It looks like a fucking car door. But I really don't think that it's anything more than that.
No. So they're saying that it is an artificial satellite of extraterrestrial origin that orbited the Earth for approximately 13,000 years.
Okay.
The first one, origin of the Black Lake legend, is often retrospectively dated back to natural extraterrestrial repeating sources supposedly heard during the 1899 radio experiments of Nikola Tesla. A long-delayed echo, first heard by amateur radio operator Hågen Haas in Oslo, Norway.
Hågen Haas.
In 1928, Brian Dunning of Skeptoid podcast attributes Tesla's 1899 radio signals to pulsars, which are not identified until 1968. 54, UFO researcher Donald Kehoe, he's a hoe? Kehoe?
Kehoe.
Told newspapers that the United States Air Force had reportedly had two satellites orbiting Earth had been detected. At that time, no country had the technology to launch a satellite. Skeptics have noted that Kehoe had been promoting a UFO book at the time. So, okay. I don't know, man. The last one is this 1998, right? Space debris photographed in 1998 during the STS-88 mission, which, now I'm curious, was the first space shuttle mission to the International Space Station. Okay. Which I closed. That was good.
Nice.
Yeah. Control Shift R.
Mm.
That didn't work. Well, let me go back to that.
So what I'm confused about right now is we had our first mission to the moon in 1974.
Apollo 8, 68.
1968 was the first space station, first manned mission to the moon.
Yeah.
Now, if in 1998 this thing was still orbiting our atmosphere, and we go to the moon in 1968, yes, we didn't have a national space station, international space station, but we had people go to the moon. Now, our people were probably up there for a while. Meaning, wouldn't this thing had orbited around at least once while they were up there?
I would think.
Because how long is one trip to the moon? Look that up.
Let's see.
How long is one trip to the moon? Because I know, like, if you take a trip to the moon, they come back like fucking 2 years later, and it's been like a day to them.
It takes about 3 days for a spacecraft to reach the moon. During that time, a spacecraft travels at 240,000 miles, which is the distance between Earth and the moon.
Wow. 3 days, huh? So they travel for 3 days from Earth to the moon. Now, the Earth orbits in 24 hours. One whole thing around the sun.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now the moon essentially does the same thing to the Earth, or it follows the Earth. The moon follows
the Earth orbits the sun and the moon orbits the Earth.
Right.
Yes.
So, wouldn't by nighttime the fucking debris would have made it past the spacecraft?
Oh, two times.
2 times?
Yeah.
The moon orbits the Earth twice?
Yeah. In a day.
In a whole day. Okay. So wouldn't the debris at least pass
Twice.
at least twice?
I mean, in theory.
In theory.
Because it's probably closer than the moon.
Because you're going towards the moon. You're on the same trajectory.
Yeah.
Correct?
I think so.
I don't know.
I'm not a rocket scientist.
Can somebody tell me how space travel works?
We need a NASA scientist on the podcast, please.
Can we please get a NASA scientist?
Yes.
I mean, if the moon is orbiting around the Earth, then we would have to.
Yeah, they're like a ricochet kind of thing.
Yeah. Ricochet.
Yeah, I spelled that really good.
How do we get to the moon? Institute of Physics.
There's like a diagram. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for.
So stage 1
Yeah.
burned 20 tons a second.
Mm-hmm. So we circle around the room. Around the Earth. And then that gets us to the moon.
Okay, so we go up.
Yeah.
And
straight up to the left.
the orbit.
Mm-hmm.
We go left around the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Pass our
that makes
International
sense.
Space Station.
We probably get locked into the orbit of Earth, so it helps us so we don't have to use as much fuel.
Right. So
Okay.
we're probably locking onto the orbit of each thing that we're passing. So the International Space Station, we probably shoot into their orbit
Do they have an
around
orbit?
them. Huh?
Do they have an orbit?
I would assume so.
Because the Earth, like, we freaking swing left and then Talladega Nights slingshot off the Earth.
I would assume they would have orbit on the International Space Station. I mean, they have gravity on there.
They do. I don't
Can
know.
somebody please come on and tell us how space
We need a
travel
rocket
works?
scientist.
But I mean, that's interesting shit. Okay. But that brings me back to the point of how have we not seen this thing in our atmosphere since? The last sighting was 1998. We literally watched fucking UFOs playing tag on the fucking moon, but we can't see this piece of debris anymore.
Well, March 21st, 2017.
An alien satellite set up more than 12,000 years
shot
ago.
down by elite soldiers from the Illuminati. Oh, shit. It's gone, dude.
Wow.
Oh, the Illuminati got it.
Illuminati. Wow, that's pretty fucking far-fetched, if you ask me. So we're moving on to our next conspiracy.
Yeah. So I don't know about conspiracy. I don't really know where to go with this.
Mm-hmm.
This was a big one, and it was big enough that homeboy here was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Okay.
So this guy's name is Travis Walton.
Travis Walton, nice to meet you.
Okay. He's an alleged alien abduction of American forestry worker, Travis Walton. He was abducted by a UFO November 5th, 1975, while he was working on the Apache Sitgreaves National Forest near Snowflake, Arizona.
What?
Yeah.
Arizona, what's up?
Walton was missing for 5 days and 6 hours. After days of searching with scent dogs and helicopters, Walton says he reappeared by the side of a road near Heber, Arizona. The Walton case received mainstream publicity and remains one of the best-known alien abduction stories, while scientific skeptics consider it a hoax.
How far are those? Snowflake and Heber.
Great question, actually. Let's see.
Because, like, if it's not that far, I don't understand. If you get abducted, I don't think that they would put you back where you, pretty close to where you were abducted from. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, all right, we're done with him, and just drop
31
him.
minutes.
Okay.
So, 30 miles away.
Okay. So, you get abducted. Let's say, okay, we're done with him. They put you back 30 miles away from your home.
Okay.
Do you really think that, like, I can't say logically speaking because we don't know.
We don't know.
But you get abducted by an alien. You're in space, right?
Yep.
When they put you back, I don't think they're going to be like, all right, where is this house again? Right there. Okay, and they send them home.
Okay.
I really don't think that that's how it happened. I think they would just put you wherever they're at on top of the earth.
Good. Yeah.
So you could fucking wake up in China.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't
know. If they're advanced, which we kind of assume they are, they're more advanced than we are. I think they'd be able to, like, at least have GPS.
But if they abducted the dude, do you think they give a fuck?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
I'll
Okay.
read. Okay, here's his abduction claim.
Okay.
November 5th, 1975. He was working with a timber stand improvement crew in the Apache Sitgreaves National Forest near Snowflake, Arizona.
Arizona, what's up?
While riding in a truck with 6 of his coworkers, they encountered a saucer-shaped object hovering over the ground at approximately 110 feet away, making a high-pitched buzz. Walton claims that after he left the truck and approached the object, a beam of light suddenly appeared from the craft and knocked him unconscious. The other 6 men were frightened and supposedly drove away. Dicks. Walton claimed that he awoke in a hospital-like room observed by 3 short, bald creatures.
Movies.
He claimed that he fought with them until a human wearing a helmet led Walton to another room where he blacked out as 3 other humans put a clear plastic mask over his face. Walton has claimed he remembers nothing else until he found himself walking along a highway 5 days later with the flying saucer departing above him. That is his claim. He's written books, all that. Yeah.
Okay.
And again, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, so like people really do believe him.
So he awoke in a hospital-like room, like the movies, with 3 short, bald creatures, just like the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Were they screaming, "Dot, dot, 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 dot"? You know what that's from?
No.
Mars Attacks, dude.
Oh, good. Oh,
Dot, 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 dot.
Damn. Damn.
Anyways, and they had humans, dude.
Yeah, it's really, like you said, it's kind of movie-ish, right? Like you can see it in a movie. The trippy part is that, and this is, I'm going to read this exactly. In the days following Walton's UFO claim, the National Enquirer awarded Walton and his coworkers a $5,000 prize for best UFO case of the year after they passed polygraph tests administered by the Enquirer and the Aerial Phenomena Research Organization.
Okay. So, hear me out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Polygraph tests. Like, if you truly believe that this happened to you, you can pass a polygraph test.
6 people. 7. I mean, he had him and 6 of his coworkers, right?
All took polygraph tests. All of them.
All of them. I just think about it, man.
I'm just saying the way the polygraph test works is it tracks the patterns in your pulse, right? So it tracks your patterns, and if you lie or if you're unsure or if you once your heart rate speeds up as soon as you start to tell a lie is what it reads.
Yeah.
So if I truly believe that I have $1 million.
Okay. And I took a polygraph on you right now.
I don't have $1 million, but in my brain, I can say I have $1 million.
Okay.
And who knows how long it was until they took the polygraph test. But for days or weeks and weeks, I tell myself, I have $1 million. I have $1 million. I have $1 million. I even make a fake bank account that says I have $1 million with my name on it.
Okay.
If I truly believe that I have $1 million, I could probably, not saying that I will, but probably pass a polygraph test stating that I have $1 million. Now, I don't know how it actually works, but to my knowledge, it is possible to pass the polygraph test.
Okay.
But 6 people don't know.
Yeah, I mean, so reading more into this, right? For 5 days, the authorities thought he'd been murdered by his coworkers, and then he was returned. All of the coworkers who were there, who saw the spacecraft, they all took polygraph tests. So 5 of them, right? Or 6. 6 including him, sorry. So 5 coworkers. They all passed except for one, and that one was inconclusive. Going down to, 1975, Oh, sorry. 1993. 30 years after the book's release, his book, he appeared on a Fox game show called The Moment of Truth and was asked if, in fact, he was abducted by a UFO on November 5th, 1975, to which he replied, yes, but the polygraph test determined he was lying.
When was that?
30 years later.
1993?
Well, 3... Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know. You could be onto something, absolutely. Like 30 years later, maybe he isn't really
Like
convincing
he's not
himself
on his
of
game. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone already believes him. Why does he have to keep convincing himself?
Yeah. Look at his freaking haircut, man. Like, who knows what he is? He could be the alien.
Travis Walton, you lying son of a bitch.
Could be, man. Could be.
I mean, if you were, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sure it was a very traumatic experience.
Yeah.
But if aliens are doing that, how come there haven't been more? You know what I'm saying? How come there hasn't been more abductions to come out? Yeah, we see UFO sightings all the time. But you would think at least after one, right? And people are believing him and giving this guy money and all this shit.
The Joe Rogan Experience podcast?
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
You go over there to kiss the ring, dude?
Yeah.
You would think that there would be more people coming out and saying. I really doubt that the aliens came here and took one person.
Yeah.
In the last fucking 30
I don't
fucking years. 40 years now.
And we're not
5 years.
We're not claiming that aliens don't exist.
Right. No, absolutely
We're
not. But I think that this guy's bullshit.
Yeah. I agree with you.
I mean, he is literally describing what we've seen in the movies forever.
100%. It's too coincidental. Like,
Right.
yeah, like if he saw
I would have believed him more if he said he saw fucking billions of flea-sized fucking creatures.
100%. He got abducted and woke up in a field that was
Yeah.
purple,
Right.
surrounded by a bunch of flea-sized objects that couldn't talk to him.
That were crawling up his ass.
100% I would believe that. But the fact that he made it to like reality,
Right.
nah, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ay. Travis Walton.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry, buddy.
you want to come tell your story, you can come on to my podcast.
Yeah, that'd be great. Travis Walton, get on the podcast, buddy.
Shout out, dude.
Love to have you.
Tell me your story.
Seriously. Prove us wrong.
Prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Prove us wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's some of the stuff. I mean, we can go down this rabbit hole once again whenever.
Yeah,
but
of course.
This is kind of what I prepped for you, buddy.
We do whatever the fuck we want.
Absolutely.
Whatever the fuck we want.
Until we get abducted by an alien.
Right. Which, that would...
Kind of welcoming it.
I mean, if I survive...
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm just in for the experience, man.
No.
Yeah.
To get anally probed.
Sure. I kind of like it.
What? Whatever you need, I am ready.
Well, I think that's our show.
For listening to Deep in Some Thoughts. If you like this episode, don't forget to rate, subscribe, and review. I know today was kind of all over the place, but I really enjoyed talking about aliens.
Absolutely.
If you have anything you want to add or anything you'd like us to look more into, go ahead and leave a comment, send us a message, send us an email, whatever your pretty little heart desires.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing that's on my mind today is I have $1 million. Whoa. And I ain't gonna forget it. What the fuck, dude? All right, guys. Bye-bye.